So I just want to make a video on this pump I rebuilt for a Polaris Ultra 680. Basically what happened is the bearings failed inside of the pump and it blew the seal between the water side and the motor's gear side here that turns the pump. And it was letting coolant into the mag side cylinder and the center cylinder. So if you have coolant in both those cylinders, it's a good indication that your water pump is shot. So I took this apart, and I also noticed that because the shaft was all wobbly when the bearings were shot, it wore down the fins on the propeller inside here on the pump end. And I didn't want to buy a new pump and new cases. It actually looks like it ate into the cases. And so what I did is I bought some gasket material, but I bought thinner gasket material than stock. So the stuff on the water side of this pump is about paper thin. The original was about that thick. So basically now it brings the clearance of the top of this pump side here over the fins, and the fins aren't touching, which is great, but it makes up for the amount that's kind of worn off the fins from when it was rubbing on the case and what's worn down on the case. So just a quick tip, if you run into that problem, you don't want to spend any money, you could just use a thinner gasket. And then you can't use a thinner gasket on the gear side of this pump, because then the gear will start rubbing on on the casing here. So you have to buy gasket. I made all my own gaskets just to save money. The bearings for this pump I bought from just a Tractor Supply store, and I think it was $21 for both bearings inside of here. Great price, can't beat it. The only expensive part was the seal itself between the water side and the gear side here. That was about $60 something. But I made all my own gaskets, and so I saved some money there also. About $14 from Canadian Tire. You can get this gasket kit, and it comes with all different thicknesses of gaskets. So it's kind of great for this type of thing. For making all my screw holes, I just used a regular old belt punch. Works great. And yeah, hopefully this helps some of you guys out there. There you have it. No smoke, no coolant smoke. Seems like the water pump rebuild was a success.